Indian politics refers to the political system, political parties, and political institutions in India. India is a federal parliamentary democratic republic, with the president as the ceremonial head of state and a prime minister as the head of government. Indian politics is complex and diverse, with many political parties and ideologies represented. Some of the major political parties in India include the Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Communist Party of India, and the Aam Aadmi Party, among others. The Indian political system has three main branches: the legislative, executive, and judiciary. The legislative branch consists of the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, which are the upper and lower houses of the Indian Parliament. The executive branch consists of the President, the Vice President, and the Prime Minister, along with the Council of Ministers. The judiciary branch consists of the Supreme Court, High Courts, and other lower courts. Indian politics has been marked by various issues and challenges, such as corruption, communalism, casteism, regionalism, and economic inequality. Political parties in India often use these issues to mobilize support among voters and gain power. The Indian political landscape has also witnessed several notable leaders, such as Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi, and Narendra Modi, among others. Overall, Indian politics is a complex and dynamic field, with a rich history and many challenges and opportunities for change and progress. The Indian political system is complex and dynamic, with many different actors and institutions at play. Here are some of the key aspects of Indian politics. Political parties. India has a multi-party system, with many different political parties competing for power at the national and state levels. The two main parties are the Indian National Congress, INC, and the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, but there are many other parties with varying levels of support. Elections. Elections in India are held at regular intervals and are often marked by high turnout and intense campaigning. The process is overseen by the Election Commission of India, which is an independent body responsible for conducting free and fair elections. Coalition politics. Due to the multi-party system in India, it is common for political parties to form alliances or coalitions in order to gain power. This can sometimes result in unstable governments and frequent changes in leadership. Regional politics. India is a vast and diverse country with many different regions, each with its own unique political dynamics. Regional political parties often play an important role in state-level politics, and some have significant influence at the national level as well. Social issues. Indian politics is often shaped by social issues such as caste, religion, and gender. These issues can be divisive and often result in heated debates and protests. Corruption. Corruption is a major problem in Indian politics, with many politicians and government officials accused of taking bribes or engaging in other forms of corruption. Efforts to combat corruption have been ongoing for many years, but progress has been slow. Foreign relations. India is an important player on the global stage, and its foreign policy is closely watched by other countries. India has diplomatic relations with many countries and is a member of several international organizations. These are just a few of the key aspects of Indian politics. As a complex and ever-changing field, there is much more to learn about the ins and outs of Indian politics. Indian politics has its roots in the country's long history of diverse cultural, social, and economic systems. The ancient Indian civilization had a complex system of governance, with numerous kingdoms and empires ruling over different parts of the subcontinent. These rulers were often chosen through dynastic succession, with the eldest son or other close relative inheriting the throne. With the arrival of British colonialism in the 18th and 19th centuries, the political landscape of India underwent significant changes. The British created a system of centralized administration, with power ultimately residing in the hands of the colonial authorities. This led to the emergence of nationalist movements in India, which sought to overthrow British rule and establish self-rule. After years of struggle, India finally gained independence in 1947, and a new democratic system of governance was established. The Indian Constitution, adopted in 1950, created a federal system of government with a parliamentary form of democracy. The political system is based on a multi-party system, with elections held every 5 years to elect members of parliament and state assemblies. Indian politics is marked by a wide range of social, economic, and political issues, such as poverty, corruption, communalism, and regionalism. Political parties in India are often based on regional or ethnic identities, and the country has a vibrant civil society that actively engages with the government on various issues. The political landscape is constantly evolving, with new parties and movements emerging, and the role of social media in shaping political discourse has become increasingly significant in recent years. India has a long and rich history of powerful leaders who have made significant contributions to the country's political and social development. Here are some of the most influential leaders in Indian politics. Mahatma Gandhi, one of the most revered figures in Indian history, Gandhi played a pivotal role in India's struggle for independence from British colonial rule. His philosophy of non-violent resistance and civil disobedience inspired millions of Indians, and his legacy continues to shape Indian politics today. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, Nehru played a key role in shaping the country's political, economic, and social institutions in the early years of its independence. He was a strong advocate of secularism, democracy, and socialism, and his policies laid the foundation for India's modernization and development. Indira Gandhi, the daughter of Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi was India's first female prime minister and one of its most powerful leaders. She played a key role in India's economic and social transformation, but her authoritarian style of governance and suspension of civil liberties during the emergency of 1975–77 remains controversial. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, a prominent leader of the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, Vajpayee served as India's Prime Minister 3 times. He is credited with strengthening India's economy, improving its international relations, and playing a key role in the country's nuclear tests in 1998. Narendra Modi, India's current Prime Minister, Modi is a charismatic and controversial leader who has been praised for his efforts to modernize India's economy and infrastructure, but criticized for his handling of religious and ethnic tensions, as well as his government's approach to civil liberties and human rights. Indian politics plays a crucial role in the development of India. The policies and decisions made by the government, which is formed through the political process, have a direct impact on the economy, infrastructure, education, healthcare, and other key areas of development in the country. Indian politics has been instrumental in shaping the country's economic growth, with various policies aimed at promoting investment, trade, and entrepreneurship. For instance, the Make in India initiative launched in 2014 aimed at encouraging foreign companies to invest in India and promote local manufacturing, thereby boosting employment opportunities and creating a self-reliant India. Indian politics has also played a crucial role in the development of infrastructure in the country, with various schemes aimed at improving roads, railways, airports, and other transportation systems. The Smart Cities mission launched in 2015 aims at developing sustainable and inclusive cities with modern amenities and infrastructure. Education and healthcare are other key areas where Indian politics plays a vital role. The government's policies and initiatives in these areas have a direct impact on the quality of education and healthcare available to the citizens. For instance, the Right to Education Act, passed in 2009, ensures free and compulsory education for all children aged between 6 and 14 years. In conclusion, Indian politics plays a significant role in the development of the country, and it is essential for the government and citizens to work together to ensure that the policies and decisions made benefit the country as a whole. India, being one of the largest and fastest-growing economies in the world, plays a significant role in international politics. As a member of various international organizations such as the United Nations, India has been an active participant in global affairs. In recent years, India has emerged as a major player in regional and international politics. India's foreign policy is guided by the principle of non-alignment, which means it does not align with any particular country or bloc. India maintains friendly relations with countries from different regions and has taken a proactive stance in addressing regional and global issues. Indian politics plays a vital role in shaping India's foreign policy. The government's decisions and policies are shaped by various factors such as the country's economic and strategic interests, security concerns, and the global political climate. India's growing economic and military power has also given it a greater say in international affairs. India has been actively involved in peacekeeping operations and has contributed troops to various United Nations peacekeeping missions. It has also played an active role in promoting regional cooperation through organizations such as the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SAARC, and the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC. In summary, Indian politics plays a critical role in shaping the country's foreign policy and its engagement with the international community. India's growing economic and strategic importance has positioned it as a key player in regional and global affairs.